This has to be one of the craziest African Cup of Nations tournaments any of us have ever witnessed. And I don't think that's even up for debate. This AFCON had everything: fashion, towel tampering, accusations, dodgy refereeing, VAR controversy, crowd chaos, police involvement, and a ridiculous amount of drama from start to finish. First things first, credit where it's due. Morocco hosted this tournament, and they actually did a brilliant job. Facilities, atmosphere, organization, that part doesn't get talked about enough. Hosting a tournament like AFCON is no joke, and Morocco delivered on that front. That being said, the antics, yeah, that's a different conversation. A lot of nations, Nigeria included, have come out unhappy with how they were treated, or at least how they felt they were treated. Morocco and Algeria have both raised serious questions around refereeing decisions, and honestly, I don't blame them, because the officiating across the tournament was poor. Consistently poor, and VAR, don't even get me started. What is the point of VAR if everything still comes down to human error and subjective judgment? VAR should be for black and white decisions only. Offside, ball out of play, clear handball. Instead, we're still arguing about interpretations, slow motion contact, and clear and obvious nonsense. It defeats the entire purpose. Anyway, after weeks of chaos, controversy, and madness, we somehow arrive at the final, Morocco versus Senegal. And of course, the final didn't disappoint. The game itself was tight, cagey, a proper stalemate. Then comes the moment that blew the whole thing wide open. A last-minute goal that should never have been disallowed. Barely any contact. Both players grabbing each other. Hakimi goes down way too easily. That's a moment where VAR absolutely should have stepped in. But it didn't. Then, down the other end, Senegal get a penalty. And again, if you freeze frame it, everyone's holding everyone. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and the way Brahim Diaz goes down. Slightly embarrassing if we're being honest. And that's before we even talk about the madness off the ball. Ball boys disappearing, towels being hidden. Senegal's third choice goalkeeper being chased around the pitch because he is holding onto a towel like it's his first wife. Absolute scenes. At one point, Senegal players are told to leave the pitch entirely, except for one man, Sadio Mane. And honestly, fair play to him, calm, humble, a leader. He drags his teammates back onto the pitch and just gets on with it. If anyone deserved to win that tournament, it was him. Now the penalty itself, people are arguing whether Mane meant the Panenka or not. I think he did. Why wouldn't he? I think he wanted to embarrass Mendy, but football gods had other ideas. No voodoo, no black magic, just pure football justice. Once that penalty was missed, you could feel it. There was only going to be one winner. Senegal go up the other end and score. And honestly, they could have had 3 or 4 more. I still don't know how some of those chances were missed. It should have been put to bed much earlier. Then the match gets delayed. 10 minutes of pure chaos, Senegal fans going wild. On one side of the stadium, penalties being taken. On the other side, police involved, chairs being thrown, absolute madness. It was AFCON in its rawest form. There are going to be questions. There are going to be allegations, referees, VAR treatment of teams. All of that will be debated for years. But strip all of that away, and football won. Senegal were the better team on the day. They deserved it. They handled the chaos better. They stayed composed when everything around them was falling apart, and honestly, I loved every second of it. If the Euros or the World Cup can deliver even half the entertainment AFCON just gave us, we're in for something special. Tune in for more BALLsht Sports.